Hey, good afternoon. It's Monday, January 2nd, 2023. And welcome to 2023, our first video of the new year. We had a live on Saturday evening going into Sunday morning to celebrate the new year. Thanks for those of you who were there. It was a really cool opportunity to bring the new year with you and talk about the things of God. And I'm going to start this year off taking a deeper look at Psalm 121 that we looked at last Saturday night, because it's such a beautiful psalm for us to build our understanding of what God is doing in the world. Really beautiful day here. I'm actually in short sleeves. It's in the middle 70s. It's compared to below freezing last week. So it's just a real joy to have this day with you and to begin talking about the things of God. I'm going to read the whole psalm and then just comment on the first two verses, and we'll work our way through it this week. Psalm 121. It's for when the Jews are walking up to Jerusalem for their 3 times a year for the prescribed temple feast and periods of worship. And it was a scary journey up these mountains, as we'll see. I look up to the mountains. Does my help come from there? My help comes from the Lord, who has made heaven and earth. He will not let you stumble. The one who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, he who watches over Israel never slumbers or sleeps. The Lord himself watches over you. The Lord stands beside you as your protective shade. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord keeps you from all harm and watches over your life. The Lord keeps watch over you as you come and go, both now and forevermore. This psalm, as respected commentator Mark Furtado points out, is about the journey of life. For the Israelites, it was about walking up to worship. The only place they could worship was in Jerusalem, have formal worship. But now, the temple of God no longer is in a geographic location in the city of Jerusalem. Rather, it's in the location of the heart. The Spirit of God, the temple of God, is here with each of us. So this psalm about going up to worship now is for all of life. It's about this journey of life that we're all on. And we'll look at that in some detail as we work through the week. But that's a really blessed promise. God is always with us. But the psalm acknowledges right off the bat that this journey can be scary at times, full of fear, full of worry and anxiety. So he asks the question, I look up to the mountains. Does my help come from there? I've got a thumbnail of a mountain pass going into North Carolina from Tennessee, and you can see the Smoky Mountains in the background. Does my help come from those mountains? No, it doesn't. Those mountains represent, for the Israelites, a scary thing. Because there could be robbers hiding in the valleys behind rocks over the next hill. There could be wild animals. There was plenty to be concerned about. So David is asking, the psalmist is asking, does my help come from there? And the answer is no, it doesn't. But in verse 2 he says this, my help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. My help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. That's the message of Psalm 121. The Lord is our faithful covenant helper who has committed himself to that. Which is why I say that God doesn't take coffee breaks, because we have the commitment of God to always be with us. And as we work through the next 3 sections of 2 verses in this psalm, we're going to see just how practical that is. But let's begin, as we look at this psalm, to understand exactly what the psalmist is telling us. Where does my help come from? Does it come from the mountains? Does it come from the beautiful scenery around me? Does it come from any place other than God? And the answer, no, it doesn't. My help comes from God, the one who made all of this, the one who's in control of everything. Last week it was, like I said, below freezing here. And now look at this gorgeous day. In a few days it could be different again. God is in control of all that because He is the maker of heaven and earth. Imagine that. These things are formed at His command. He didn't need any building blocks. He didn't need any tools or supplies or raw materials. He created them by speaking it out. That's the power of the Lord Jesus. You hear some construction equipment in the background. The farmer here is working on some things. God didn't need any of these tools. He spoke and it happened. That's the God that gives you and me comfort. He is our hope. He is our peace. So in verse 2, we get this resounding, powerful statement. Our help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. As we enter 2023, that's where your help and my help comes from. That's what's secure. Regardless of the circumstance, regardless of the things that happen to us, our help is the Lord. And that's what we need to hang on to. And that's the thought for this day. So again, thanks for being here so much. Check us out everydaytalk247.com. If you haven't subscribed, turn on post notifications. These videos will come right to you. Keep on checking out our shorts. I just love doing those for you. We do several a week. Thank you for your comments, your questions, and support. We'll have a Q&A Friday a week from this Friday. We'll get the year started that way. Thank you for your prayers, your comments, your support, your financial support. It's just, I'm so grateful. And Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow as we look at the next 2 verses in Psalm 121. You have a great day. Bye-bye.